Okay, let's talk about Astralis' mid pop, bracket pop, bracket explode, whatever you want to call it. Mid pop they have been doing against Vitality during the EU Blast Showdown, but also doing other teams during the Blast Showdown and other games, other tournaments in the last like 5, 6, 7 months even. They had this bracket pop for like a while, but it has success depending on what team you're in against and how people are playing, depending if they start 3B, 2A, and so on, if they block your middle and whatnot. It's a very specific pop they use. And how it looks from the overview, from the minimap, is basically banana pressure, so it's not like obvious what they're doing. And then they will use 3 flashes to basically get out middle and basically work from what's there. They can make another decision depending on if they found kills or they didn't find kills. That's of course very important. They can basically run anything after this mid pop. Let's talk about the roles specifically. Let's talk about Blame. He will basically make sure that he like blocks banana as good as possible, makes it look like it's a normal banana round by defaulting. He can smoke one of the mollies, closer to deep, and just putting enough pressure for like the CTs to not be thinking on like what's going on, like have any info. And then he's doing the boiler flash. And this flash, for those wondering, catches like any AWP or rifle standing like in the open on these kind of like areas, like holding boiler, holding like mid angle and stuff. Basically fully gets you, or even if you're like on elevated angles like roof or balcony, it will blind you. That's like the main purpose of the flash. So the AWP or like the rifle doesn't get like free kills basically if when they're like popping out. And then next up, we have our friend Glaive, who basically will preemptively flash middle to catch any Alpers, rifles pushing down middle, peeking down middle. And then he'll wait for his second mid teammates to sync up with him. And then he will be the first entry for them, basically. Now he's waiting for the flashes. You can see the flashes pop. Boom, boom. Then the third flash will pop. And now they have options depending if they get kills or not. Split A, split B, go back lane, freeze. They have loads of options. And that's why I'm not showing the sequence of this. Then next up, we have Mister, who will be like the second entry, who will follow up on Glaive basically in this occasion. He will wait, he will give the bomb to Zipnix. He will wait and follow up and try to trade Glaive as good as possible. And of course, they have options. Now they got kills, so they're wrapping fast A, which makes sense, but they can also just fall back, freeze, as I mentioned. And then we have Zipnix, who can, of course, like Molotov, like the balcony if he has one. In this case, he doesn't have one. And he will be like the third entry for the mid pack. He will be going after Glaive and Mister, and he can hold short, trade out on long if they need to, if they need more people towards long, if they're fighting heavy long. And then we have the fourth guy, and that's Farley, and he is throwing 2 flashes for them, as you can see in a second. He's using this flash, like a bounce flash. I'm gonna show it in a second. Boom. This bounce flash catches like here, and basically it catches anybody playing like in the open. Like if you're standing like here, this angle as well, playing like close up here, or if you're the Alper holding like the line on long, which a lot of Alpers do, like at the start of the round and stuff. Like it will basically like catch you fully. That's the first flash Farley's throwing, and then the second flash he's throwing is basically getting anybody standing in arch or falling back or holding a line like here. Anybody in this kind of like area basically will be getting fully off guard by like the second flash, which allows them basically after the first flash to get as much space as possible and to get a kill if possible. If somebody is playing in a position where he's not supposed to play. So yeah, that's basically the mid pop. It's very quick mid pop they do. Of course, it depends, as I said, on how teams approach middle and what their buy is, what the enemy buy is, and so on. But these flashes are, of course, as I explained, very thought out. That's why they have also a bit of success with this mid pop against different teams in different occasions. That's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have any feedback, as always, let me know and subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on Twitter.